Now, your ABC7 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
Well, the watches are coming out pretty quickly now all across the Gulf Coast. We now have in our area some watches and warnings that are issued. The hurricane watches are for the northern Gulf Coast, but for our coast, we do have a tropical storm watch up for the waters of areas from Inglewood northward across our region, and the tropical storm watch for land is from Anna Maria Island north across the area. We also have a storm surge watch up for Tampa Bay as well, which includes areas of north-facing Manatee County. So we'll watch for that. There could be some strong winds as well. Plus, there's the potential of another 3 inches of rainfall. So what would be the major impact for us? Well, tropical storm force winds are not forecast currently. We're looking at perhaps some 30-mile-an-hour gusts right along the immediate coastline, maybe some tropical storm force gusts right along the immediate coastline. But that could change if the path of the storm changes, of course. So we could get certainly some power outages. We could get some stronger storms. We could get some street flooding if we get those 3-inch rainfalls or better, that sort of thing. As far as boarding up the windows, not looking at that quite yet. But certainly if you wanted to get some batteries, get some supplies necessary in case you do have some power outages, that would be a smart thing to do. 75 degrees, our current air temperature. We have an east wind coming in at about 9, heat index same as the air temperature. As we go through the course of the day, it should be the beginnings of those rain bands beginning to move in. I have about a 60% chance of some rainfall today, and while we're not looking at severe weather particularly, we could see some potentially downpours of rainfall under some isolated thunderstorms that might develop in the afternoon. Mostly we're looking at showers. Mostly they're going to be fast movers, so total rainfall amounts are not going to be that great. That will carry on right straight through the evening as well. Michael is a very well-organized storm, and all computer models continue to take it straight to the north up near the Big Bend region or back toward the Panhandle, more likely the Panhandle. 70-mile-an-hour winds make it a extremely strong tropical storm, almost a hurricane, and it'll likely be a hurricane by the 11 o'clock advisory or this afternoon as it lifts northward into Gulf waters. Closest pass by us will probably be early in the morning on Wednesday, but even on Tuesday, I think we'll start to see our wind speeds begin to pick up along our coastline particularly, but even in inland, it will be a breezy day. Along the coastline, the major impact is going to be water-related issues. You've got a high surf advisory up, you've got a rip current advisory up, you've got a small craft advisory up. Obviously, boating is not a good day today or really for the next several days until we get to probably around Thursday when things might start to quiet down just a little bit. So boaters stay in port, and certainly swimmers be aware that some of the wave action could be life-threatening really as we move into Tuesday and Wednesday. The system continues to lift northward. Forecast right now is a Category 2 system, so strong winds as it lifts up toward the Big Bend in the Panhandle region on Wednesday evening, probably around 8 o'clock on Wednesday evening, moving on shore. And then as we watch the days ahead, the Carolinas could get a whole lot more rainfall as the system tracks up in that direction as well. So we will watch an east wind blowing at about 20 knots today on bay and inland waters. Obviously a terrible day for boating. Small craft advisory is up for the next several days. 60% chance of rain showers today, 70 tomorrow. We'll probably start to see the winds picking up during the second half of the day tomorrow, and then tomorrow night through Wednesday day. That's when our strongest winds will be, and they'll probably be 20 to 30 right along the immediate coastline, and then we'll call it breezy to windy as you move further inland. There are some power outages that are possible with this storm as it moves by us, and certainly some coastal beach erosion as well as some rough surf advisories up right straight through Wednesday. And then we start to quiet things down as we get into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.